Shalom, family. This is Grammy Yah. I'm coming back at you guys again with an awesome chicken wingette sticky chicken. Yes, sticky chicken made out of wingettes, you guys. You heard it right. So you need to go ahead and hit that like and share this video and subscribe if you haven't, because there's going to be a whole lot more coming your way. So right now, we're going to start out with a 10-pound bag of chicken wingettes, you guys. Yes. I already have my chicken washed, defeathered, because I did see some feathers on it. And they are draining in the sink right here. And we are going to need, for our sticky chicken recipe, you guys, we are going to need, and I'm going to leave this recipe in the description box because it is so delicious. We're going to need a cup of ketchup. We're going to need a cup of honey, a cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of soy sauce, and a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. If you don't have garlic powder, you can use the minced garlic, and you guys can add whatever you want to, because this is going to be your sticky chicken. I know some recipe calls for hot sauce. I have a grandson that has a, what is that tongue called? Geographic tongue. So he can't handle hot and spicy foods. So I'm going to eliminate the hot sauce, but you can add the hot sauce, okay? We're going to need a bowl to put our chicken in to stir our sticky chicken all in it. We're going to need a saucepan and a spatula or a spoon. And vinegar, because the sticky chicken is going to be sticky. So we're definitely going to have to wipe our rims off really good, you guys. And I am going to put my sticky chicken into the 1.5 jar. These are the 24-ounce jars. So I'll be able to stick some nice pieces up in this 24-ounce jar. But you can put your sticky chicken in a quart-sized jar and a pint-sized jar, but preferably I think you should work with a wide mouth, because you're going to have to put your hand down in there, because the regular mouth jars is going to be hard to pack your chicken. So if you got some wide mouth jars, this is the time to use it, okay? And you're going to need some tongs to stick that chicken in there. I don't know, I might have to put them in there with my hand. We're gonna see. I'm just trying to make it as simple as I know how, okay? We're gonna need a debubbler, and we're gonna need our jar lifter. But right now, everything is going to be room temperature, even when it comes down to our chicken, because I just got my chicken out of the freezer. It's thawed out, but it's clean. And once I make this sticky chicken recipe, the coldness of the chicken is going to cool down my sauce, okay? So now let's go over to the oven so we can get this sticky chicken on and popping. Here we go. We are going to start with the 1 cup of brown sugar, okay? And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to pour in my cup of honey. Trying to let you guys see it. I'm kind of backwards here, but anyway, pour my 1 cup of honey. I'm going to get all that honey out, you guys. All that goodness. Okay? And I'm going to add my ketchup, 1 cup of ketchup. And I'm going to add my 1/2 cup of soy sauce, and I'm spilling it. It never fails. Okay, now I am going to turn my heat on medium high, and I'm going to stir in all the ingredients, family. Yes, I think I have everything. Yes, so I'm going to stir in all my ingredients. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to need this to come up to a boil, because once it comes up to a boil, that means it's getting thick. So I'll bring you back once I get this up to a boil so I can show you what it's supposed to look like. All right, family. I said I was going to bring you back when it starts boiling. We want it to boil for about a couple of minutes. Just keep stirring so it won't stick. But I just wanted to let you know that you're going to have to season it to your taste, because when I tasted it, I needed a little bit more sugar. So what I did, I added 1/4 cup more of the brown sugar. But you may not need it. You may not want to. But you can add and take away, because guess what? It's your recipe. It's your food. All right? So I'm going to let this stir for about 2 more minutes. Boil for about 2 more minutes. And I'm going to keep stirring it, you guys. And when I bring you back, I'm going to start turning over my chicken into this goodness. My chicken has drained, and I lined my chicken up on paper towels, you guys. And then I just went through and blotted my chicken so it won't be so wet. And now I'm just going to throw some chicken into this bowl. I see a feather. I didn't do that good. Yeah, every now and then you'll miss a feather. I'm not trying to eat no feather. But yeah, so I'm working with 10 pounds of chicken wingettes, you guys. Let me show you. And these some nice size chicken wingettes. Let me tell you, I love the flats. I should do a jar just all flats and just have that for myself. And then here the little drumette, okay? Yeah, but I'm really thinking about that because I have another bag of chicken outside, and I might separate the flats from the drumettes. Good idea. So, all right, you guys. So what I'm gonna do is, here is my sticky chicky. This is my sticky chicken sauce. Okay, this is what I got here, and this is the way it looks. It's not going to get really thick, but it's thicker than what it was. And so I'm working with 10 pounds. I'm praying that I have enough of the sauce to cover the 10 pounds, you guys. And so let me get me a spoon so I can start turning this over. Yeah. See, the chicken is going to cool it down because my chicken is still kind of cold. Look at that. Look at that. See how it's getting? Yeah, so let me stir in this sauce, you guys. The sauce tastes so delicious. If you have a sweet tooth like mine, do 1 cup and 1/4 of the packed brown sugar, okay? Oh my goodness. And don't worry about oil, because chicken is going to make its own juice, its own fat, okay? Yeah, it's not cold at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start stuffing these jars. Let's see what we got here. And this is going to be messy. just try to just stuff it down. You know, if you have the little drumette, if you got one going one way, turn the other drumette the other way. Okay? Y'all, I'm about to use my hands. Bump all this. I got to use my hands, y'all, if I want to get these in here. We just got to use our hands sometimes. Sometimes we just got to use our hands. Okay? And I didn't even count to see how many I got in here, you guys. So here we go. That's going to be delicious. Delicious. So let's stuff another one. Let me stir it up real good so all my chicken can have some of that goodness on it. Yes. Okay, we're going to count this time, family. And I'm using my hands. 1, and sometimes you can like turn it to the side so you can get more in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it looks like I can get 10 in my pint-and-a-half size jars, you got. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get these all stuffed in this jar, and I'm gonna bring you back. Yeah, you guys, I'm letting you know I have plenty of sauce. I thought that I was gonna have to make some more. Yeah, I'm still stuffing, you guys. Right now, look like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jars so far. And even with this, we're going to leave a 1-inch headspace, family. Yes, a 1-inch headspace. Okay? Sometimes you just got to just push it down in there. All right, family, I have already stuffed all my jars. So my leftover sauce, I'm just going to pour a little bit of my leftover sauce in each jar. And like I said, we're going to do a 1-inch headspace, and we're going to have to debubble this. Okay? And I have a pint-sized jar, you guys, because I had about 4 pieces left over. That's okay, because we're going to want to taste this. So this came out perfect, because even if this sealed, I'm popping this because I want to know what this tastes like, okay? So we're going to get our debubbler. Now we just have to debubble. We're going to have to debubble. Let me bring this closer. You see them bubbles going up? Yes, because we got to get this goodness all the way down in there, family. Yes, look at that. Look at the bubbles. Yes, we got to get this goodness all the way down. And you want to debubble all your jars like this, okay? So after we debubble, we're going to have to use a dish rag or cloth or something, because it's a lot of stickiness on here. And you're going to have to take a dishcloth or a dish rag to clean it off. This is going to be a 2-step, because after you get all the stickiness off, now you come back. Sorry. Now you come back with your vinegar. And you're going to take your vinegar. Now you're going to clean off the rims again with your vinegar. Okay? Don't worry about your juice being low, because this chicken is going to make its own juice. I just pray that I didn't put too much extra juice in it. No, it's good. Yeah. Don't try to fill your jars up with the extra juice. Because like I said, it's going to make its own juice. And so now that we have our rims all nice and clean, I'm going to take my lid, room temperature, and then I'm going to take my ring and just close it fingertip tight. Okay? You want to do another one? All right, we'll do another one. We're going to have to debubble. Watch this. You see all them bubbles came up to the top? Let's get up in here again. Yeah. All that goodness is going to have to go down to the bottom. Okay? Take a regular dishcloth, clean it off with the regular dishcloth, you guys. Because this stuff is sticky, and we know chicken is greasy. Now we're going to take our paper towel and our vinegar and clean it off. Once again, 2-step, you guys. If you're in doubt, hit it again. It's not going to hurt. Because you don't want to do all this and then your jars don't seal. All right. My lid, my ring, fingertip tight. And I'll bring you back when I start loading up in the canner. Okay, family, I got all my jars filled. They've been debubbled and they've been wiped off. So it looks like there's a lot of sauce in here, but it really isn't, because this jar is packed tight, you guys. So don't think that I filled the jar up with the sauce. No, it's just because it's packed tight. So if you're going to add any extra sauce, don't add no more than 1 tablespoon. Because this is going to make its own juice as well, because, you know, chicken is greasy, so it's going to make its own juice. So these are my 1.5 pint jars. I have my water room temperature, my jars room temperature. I'm going to load them up. I have 6 of these jars. 6 of the 1.5 pint jars, okay? And I wind up with about 4 pieces of chicken, and I'm using a pint-sized jar. Because I'm using a pint-sized jar, the time doesn't matter, because of these 24-ounce jars, that's a 1.5 pints. It's going to call for 90 minutes of processing time, because you treat them just like if you had quart-sized jars. And so since I am putting this pint-sized jars in here with these 1.5 pint size jars, all this is going to have to treat it as quart-sized jars when it comes to the canning time. So I'm going to add this in here. Oh, if I was just doing all pint-sized jars, I will only need 75 minutes for this jar. But since it's going here with the larger size jars, it's going to have to go in for the whole 90 minutes. I hope I explained that. So anyway, I have all my jars in. I'm putting my leftover vinegar in. I'm putting this vinegar in because if you don't, your jars will come out cloudy. And so this is one less step that you have to do your jars to try to scrape off the cloudiness. I've done that before and I don't want to do that again. Okay. So I have my water here to my line. I'm working with a 23 quart canner, you guys. And with my 23 quart canner by Presto, I have a couple of lines in here, but it shows me what line I need to stop my water at. And just say you have an older 23 quart, Presto 23 quart, you can use 3 quart size jars of water to get you to that water line. But if you have anything other than a Presto 23 quart, you're going to have to read your manual, okay? So now I have all my jars in here. I am going to turn my heat up on high. I am going to make sure that my canner is in the middle of my eye. I will put my lid on. But before I put my lid on, see this vent pipe right here? You're going to have to make sure you can see straight through the vent pipe, okay? And I can. And you make sure all your mechanisms are tight. They're supposed to be tight. Everything looks good. So I'm going to drop my top on it. And I'm going to close it up. So now my canner is closed. But guess what? I can open it up right now because the canner has not come up to pressure. So when my canner comes up to pressure, see this little button right here? This button is going to come up. And once that button come up, that locks my canner. Now I cannot get in my canner. So I have my heat on high. See this vent pipe right here? This vent pipe is going to have to shoot steam for 10 minutes steady, okay? Once this vent pipe starts shooting steam for 10 minutes steadily, I'll bring you back. All right, family, it's been 10 minutes. The steam been shooting for 10 minutes steadily. I put my weight regulator on it. My little button has popped up. Now my canner is locked. I cannot open this canner if I wanted to. So now I'm going to have to wait until my canner comes up to 10 pounds of pressure because of my altitude. So if you want to know what your altitude is, just Google it, okay? So for my altitude is 10 pounds of pressure. Once it comes up to 10 pounds of pressure, usually it takes my canner about 8 to 9 minutes, and I'll bring you back. Okay, family, I am at 10 pounds of pressure. I will set my timer for 90 minutes. I will dial my heat back just a little. If you're new to this, don't go far away because you're going to have to find your sweet spot, okay? My chicken has been processing for 90 minutes. I'm going to turn my heat off. Now it is coming down from pressure. You see that? And it usually takes about 30 minutes for my canner to come down from pressure. And once it comes down to pressure, this little button right there, that will drop to let me know that I can open my canner. But I'm not going to run to my canner right away. I'm just going to let my jars just rest in there between 5 and 10 minutes. And then I will open my canner. Okay, family, it is time for me to open up my canner. The little button has dropped. I'm taking off my weight regulator. And I am going to unscrew my top. And what I usually do is, because there's still a lot of steam in this canner, family, you don't want to just open it up and run to the sink with it. What I usually do, I just open it up, let some of that steam out, and step back. Oh my goodness, you guys, if you guys could smell the aroma. Oh my word. Yes, so now this time I am going to lift up my canner away from me, always away from you, family, and I'm going to take it to the sink. Oh my God, it smells so delicious in here. Here we go. Oh, they look so delicious. And my jar's been sitting here for about 10 minutes, you guys, so just want to let you know that. Here we go. Look at that. That looks so delicious. You guys going to have to stay tuned because guess what? If my jar doesn't seal, oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, that looks so delicious. If my jar doesn't seal, I will be tasting it in front of you guys. Yes. Yes, and even if it does seal, I'm going to be popping one of these open because I want you to see me eat one so I can tell you how delicious it is. But you know, guys, different people do things different ways. Some people take their chicken and bake it, and then they put it in the canner. But not me. You know, people do things different ways. Not me. That's just an extra step that I don't have to worry about. All right, family. All my beautiful jars sealed. There's nothing ugly about this chicken. So I had to let it cool off. I'm gonna pop this little one. Ooh, did you hear? It had sealed really, really good. So what I'm gonna do is grab me a piece of chicken out of here. You guys, look at that. Look at that chicken. Look at that chicken. That chicken looked like it came out of the oven, you guys. Yes. Here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? Let me see. Look, fell right off the bone. You guys. I'm sorry. This is so delicious. I kid you not. And the juice is have that sweetness. I guess you could put it over rice or some noodles. Y'all gotta try this. This is the bomb. This right here make you want to smack your mama. I said make you want to smack your mama. You better not smack your mama, okay? You guys, try this. I did this for you. If you like this video, please hit like, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. But I love the Most High more. Shalom. Y'all need to send this to everybody that you know.